Hi guys. So thank you so much for joining me. As always, you guys know I'm going to try to go ahead and share this really quickly so I can get a few more of y'all in here so we can start the discussion tonight. In the meantime, I will let you, hear that amazing song that was about to play. So for everybody that is celebrating their birthday on this month, if you have already celebrated so far, or even if today is your birthday, happy birthday! I hope you had, are having, or will have an amazing day because you deserve it. It's all yours. So this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday! I hope that made you feel extra special because you are. So, are you guys ready? Did you guys enjoy last week's discussion? Who was here last week? If you were here last week, send me a little wave or something, anything. Last week, I enjoyed the discussion for the few people that we were talking to. We had some good moments. We had some laughs, whatever the case. And I even had some people give me their input. So I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm feeling good. Feeling great. Can't wait to talk to y'all tonight. So last week, our discussion was on cheating. How many of y'all have been cheated on? You don't want to tell me? It's okay. How many of y'all have ever cheated on somebody? Oh, y'all real quiet. Okay. It's cool. You can get quiet. It is okay. So last week we talked about what was the worst part of cheating. So clearly the fact that someone cheated in general would be pretty bad. But there are some people that are willing to, forgive whoever cheated on them, and have been forgiven, for cheating on somebody else. So there are certain circumstances when it comes to cheating that most people are willing to look past, or, just kind of like put on the back burner, like, okay, whatever, we're going to get through this. So, I asked questions, and I'm not going to get back into it because we already talked about it before, but I asked for the male and the female's perspective on what is the worst part of cheating to them. So if you guys would like to comment, make sure you go back, watch that video, and leave your comment. So, because I want to know, what's the worst part for you? All right, so tonight we are going to discuss getting to the money and getting that bag. So tonight I want to know, what is it that drives you for success, or what drives you to succeed? Is it your struggle, or is it your passion? And now you like, my struggle or my passion, like, they go hand in hand. Yes and no at the same time. So I'm asking this question. Well, one, do you think, or what is it that drives success? Is it struggle or passion? Can it be one or the other, or can it be both? So after doing a lot of contemplating and thinking about this, and thinking about my personal experience with this, I think that it comes from both. Your struggle, or it can come from both your struggle and your passion. And I say that because it's unfair to say that somebody who has never struggled before, you know, they just magically succeed overnight. No, and vice versa. But what made me ask this question was, I heard an individual that I was interviewing or having a live discussion with on Instagram a few weeks ago. They made a really good point in saying that what it is they do now and how they're giving back to the community pretty much came from the way they were brought up. It had nothing to do with the fact that they had to struggle, because they never lived. Sorry, y'all. They never lived in an uncomfortable environment. Like, they weren't when, like, they never lived it, they never struggled to the point where it's like, okay, I gotta do better, I gotta get out of this, whatever the case. It was more so in the way that they were raised by their family and their parents. They were taught to just naturally give back, give to others who may be less fortunate than you. They were taught to, always just lend out a helping hand, to be nice to people, to, just make a difference. So it was in the way that they were raised. It was all in the structure of how they were built as an individual. Not necessarily the fact that they was eating sugar sandwiches on three-week old bread or nothing like that. We all got our things. I ain't judging nobody. Judge free zone here. So, and then I know people too, like most of your favorite artists, most of your favorite rappers and all that, they got into the game or became really well known in the music industry based off of the money that they had to make from selling drugs, from being about that life. And that came from their struggle. That came from them parents that were on drugs, or that came from them coming from a home that wasn't stable, definitely not financially stable. Maybe they, their whole entire family lived together in under one roof. They may have had to share a bed with their cousins and their brothers and sisters, and it was like 6 kids to one bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's situation is different. I think for me personally, it's a little bit of both. Fortunately, I never had to struggle to the point where I didn't know what it felt like to have a roof over my head, or I didn't know what it felt like to not know where my next meal came from. But at the same time, growing up in a single parent home, where my mother was working several jobs to make sure we had the food on the table and a roof over our head, there were certain things that I was not able to take advantage of. There were certain things, that I may have missed out on. I hope, things like that. And then for some kids, depending on what they see as being important too, there were things that I just didn't grow up doing. Like, I never grew up wearing name brand clothes. I never grew up, I don't know, whatever these little bougie kids be doing nowadays. Because nowadays, they rolling around in dang on Lexus and Lamborghinis and all. I ain't had it. I ain't have that for prom. I didn't have, red carpets with 17 photographers and a whole entourage and these expensive cars and clothes. Listen, my dress came from a little thrift store, and I borrowed my uncle's charger, and that was it. Like, I wouldn't. I ain't never been a materialistic person, but I do say that for me, not having certain things growing up, or not being able to do certain things growing up, like taking vacations and even something as small as like going outside almost every day, because of the area I lived in, it wasn't safe for me to be outside playing with friends and all that. So because I had that type of lifestyle, for me, that's where my end of my struggle comes from. I'm just trying to, of course, give my son something better, put him in an environment where he can go outside and play, or have a fenced in backyard and, stuff like that. We ain't even having a garage at our house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting older, you start to see stuff and you're like, oh, dang, people live like this? Oh, I never knew. Okay. So just affording myself those opportunities and those things that I feel like I missed out on personally. Like I said, it's going to be different for everybody, because everybody has a different outlook on what's important to them. Once again, I ain't never been materialistic, so once the money do come, I'm still not even focused on going to get Louis Vuitton and like all that crap, all that expensive crap. I don't even know what it's called. Listen, if I can't afford it, I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to say it. Nothing. So yeah. So that's where I feel like my struggle. That's where I feel like my struggle comes in as a job for my success. Just making sure that I don't have to live the lifestyle that my mom had to, as far as working several jobs to make sure that everything gets paid, or working several jobs just to make sure that we keep a roof over our head, or we can eat for the week. Just not having to overwork myself just to make minimum, or just to hit, the minimum requirements of living. So that's one part of my drive and how my struggle plays a role in that. And then I think the passion for me is probably the most important part of where my drive comes from. Naturally, I am just a giver. Naturally, I love people. Like, I'm just selfless in every aspect possible, which ain't always good, but that's how God made me, so I'm not complaining. Um, and I feel like that's what drives me the most. Once again, though, my struggle does tie in with my passion, because although I have a passion for people and I have a passion for helping, my passion comes from making sure that nobody else has to understand or has to know on a full spectrum of what struggling is like. So even if you can't afford Louis Vuitton or I can't even think of no expensive stuff. But even if you can't afford that stuff, Jordans and True Religion and whatever it is that you see as being high quality materials, even though you may not be able to afford that, you can still go about life and winning. You can still succeed. Even money does not determine your success. It does. That's something that I think everybody needs to fully understand. And dressing the part or dressing in expensive things and buying expensive materials and objects, cars, all that stuff, that does not mean you're successful. It means that you're a show off. There's a difference because successful people, truly successful people, never show off their worth. Think about it. Tell me how many times y'all done seen a Caucasian billionaire or millionaire walking around in like 17 gold watches and 13 gold chains with their name encrypted on it, with gold teeth in their mouth and the latest, most expensive clothes on? Please tell me. I'll wait. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So, like, it's just, we love to show off because, and once again, because of our struggle, that's something we like to do. Once we get the money, it's like, okay, I can afford this now. I'm buying it all. And I'm going to wear it all in the same day with no care. We don't know how to space things out. We don't know how to just take our time and wear one item at a time. Don't be so flashy, whatever the case. But right back to the topic. My passion also ties into my struggle because for me, I am passionate about showing people their worth or helping them to understand their worth and helping them to realize that what somebody else has, you don't need to succeed. You need whatever it is that your heart desires and whatever it is that you're willing to put into receiving it. So, yeah, just making sure that no other kids, have to worry about or focus on how they gonna get their next meal or how their mama gonna pay their light bills or how grandma gonna be able to afford her prescription from the doctor, whatever the case. Just helping other people, because I was about to say young people, but I'm not even going to limit it to our youth, because there's some adults out here that still need that assistance. There's some adults out here that still need that support. So I'm here to give it to you. But yes, so my drive for success comes from my passion for people and my struggle of not having everything that I would have liked to have. That's important too. There's a difference in wanting something and needing something. Everything I needed, I got, which is why I say my struggle was not as bad as other people's, because I needed a roof over my head. I needed clothes on my back. I needed, to be able to make it to school every day. I needed food on the table. I got it. I'm sorry, y'all. There's no drinking on my nerves. I got that. My mom made sure she worked as hard as she needed to make sure that I had that. Therefore, my struggle was not as bad as somebody else's. But there were still things I missed out on. Like I said, playing outside with friends or, just some of my social experience as a child wasn't as developed as it should have been due to where we lived, There we go. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what pushes me. That's what drives me. I do believe that your drive for success can come from your struggle or your passion or both. For me, it came from both. Yeah. So, for those that are watching, thank you for joining me. Where does your struggle for success come from? And what is it that you plan or dream to succeed doing? So I want to know too. We're talking about dreams today. Since it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, let's talk about our dreams. What is it that you dream of? What do you dream to be? What do you dream to do? What you got going on? So, I dream, and if you guys, I need to stop doing that. Sorry, y'all. I also did a podcast earlier to kind of just touch on Martin Luther King Jr. Day and talk about my dream, as well as remind people that I'll be on YouTube tonight. But my dream is to, let me think, what do I dream to do? I dream to be financially stable. My dream is to be able to be used in a way that I can inspire and support other people, no matter what it is they have going on. My dream is to just make a difference in the world, to leave a mark, leave my legacy, leave my imprint in this world of ours in a positive way, knowing that I have positively benefited someone else, whether it be promoting their business, or whether it be, praying for somebody who needed it, whether it be talking to somebody who just needed, to seek some advice, or listen to somebody who needed that listening ear. Like, you never know how you can help people. So my dream is to just be as helpful as possible, in every way possible, to be used as God intended for me to be used, and to just be comfortable. Girl, trying to be debt free. I don't want no more student loans on my back. I'm trying to be financially stable. I'm trying to have a healthy, happy marriage. I am trying to be an amazing mother to my children. Like, I just want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. I want to be free. Still free to be me, do me, all that good stuff. But just like I said, affecting the lives of other people. I think that I was placed here to, I feel like, God made me like one of his angels on earth. I'm just going to toot my own horn, And that's, I really feel like that. Like, I'm really here, or my purpose here is to help as many people as I can in every way that I can. And I plan to fulfill that dream every single day. I'm going to do something new every day to make sure that happens. So, I've enjoyed talking to you guys. Definitely feel free to comment even after this broadcast has ended. Once again, happy, 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 happy birthday to everybody celebrating in this month. And of course, the month before then too, if you guys didn't get your shout out. If you are interested in having a custom birthday shout out, don't forget to leave your information in the comment section below. I need you to leave me your name, your date of birth, and all of your social media so I can go and follow you. You thought I was just going to leave you hanging. I was just going to give you a shout out and that's it. No. I'm going to come follow you too. I'm going to like your pictures, comment, all that good stuff. Let's chat. Let's connect. And I hope to be able to help each and every one of you fulfill your dream, whatever it is, while you help me fulfill mine. So comment below. Let me know what your dream is. On today, we are honoring dreams and speaking our legacies into existence. So let me know what your dream is, and then in turn also let me know what drives your success. Does it come from your struggle, or does it come from your purpose? And what is it exactly? If it comes from your struggle, what was your struggle like? And if it comes from your passion, then what is your passion? What do you have? What do you just like yearn to do? What makes your heart smile? What makes you so happy and focused and just like like your passion is one of them things that just make you want for no reason, because you just love doing it. So what is it that does that for you? What gives you that fulfillment? Let me know below, and I will see you guys again on next Monday. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram and Facebook so that you can stay up to date on what it is we will be discussing ahead of time. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button here, as well as the notification bell, so that you can stay updated on all videos that I post. I'm going to get back to vlogging this week too. Maybe next week, but I'm gonna get back to doing it, I promise you guys, because I got some exciting news to tell you, and I want you guys to meet some more people this year. So I hope that you will also watch those, comment, like them, share them, and all that good stuff. Feel free to share this video to your page so that we can get to know your friends and followers a little better. Let's see the type of people that you are surrounding yourself with. Let's find out their dreams, their passions, their struggles, and just connect on a major level, you guys, because we all are destined for greatness, but we can only succeed together. So I love you guys. I look forward to talking to you next week.